Hello, Clinton County, Wilmington, Ohio, 45177, America. Happy New Year. Um, Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. Yes, it's been a while. Um, I've been doing a lot of stuff on TikTok and a lot of other court related outlets or legal related outlets, and the following that I've gained and some of the attention that I've gained, especially here lately, concerning this House case is it's definitely going in the right direction, and the federal suit, uh, as it's titled, moving right along, gaining witnesses. I've decided to start merging because it's all one and the same. Okay, so let me remind you. So I began exposing the dirty Judge Ruddick of Wilmington, Ohio, Clinton County, 45177, and you can have your own opinion if you want. I have mine, and mine is from a personal dealing, and it turns out that there's many more like me. And when you come into take into play with giving easy aid and access to federal and state crimes, and you fucking destroy evidence of a potential murder victim many years too soon, well, sir, you will gain attention to yourself, and then your derelict son comes to your rescue, then threatens me, and then the shit just goes downhill from there for you people. This is the chain of events. Um, Ever since this whole thing started, it stunk. It stunk bad, and I started digging and digging and doing what I do. And these people are going to find out that I'm pretty fucking methodical and I'm good at what I do. And I don't come unless I come correct. And when that time comes, stand the fuck by. That's all I'll say about that. Your federal government trusted me with some cool shit, and ensure you of a couple of things. Um, Listen. Um, Again, it's another. Okay, let me go from the scratch. Go from start. Hey, stand by 1 second. I've got a child at the door. It's Maddie Pooty. Moving right along. So this all happened when I went to a council meeting. I started being vocal here locally at a council meeting, and lo and behold, as you know, I got a phone call from Mr. Brett Ruddick, the law director, acting as the law director. Because let me explain something to some of you dipshits that just don't understand. You are an officer of the court 24/7, young man. You are not a fucking private citizen when you're speaking about legal matters. This man called and threatened me, said, "Do not speak ill about my father, about the things that I stated at a council meeting." So I then went on with my response, and then he stated, "Don't make me hurt you, Tony." Well, the physical piece of that kind of made me chuckle, as did it make my friends who were listening and my family. They got a kick out of this fucking ferret calling me in the middle of the fucking night. We're sitting around. I was drinking beer at the time, having some beers with friends, and kicking it up. And here's this dipshit. Anyway, so click. Some of those calls would journey on into later days that I've got documented up until 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I literally had to click my phone off. And anyway, so you know about the email that was sent. Our arrest was planned. Mr. Chief Ron Fithen of the Wilmington Police Department, Wilmington, Ohio, 45177, then sent an email stating that he's going to need potential backup because he plans on arresting me. That came from what I believe now to know as Brian Scheidecker and Brett Ruddick were the masterminds behind that cluster fuck. So believing that and make them, hey, look, their message, they just wanted to send a message, say, ooh, look at me. No, you're a couple of pussies. That's what you are. You're a couple of fucking cowardly pussies. That's what you are. There's no other way of explaining it. You weaponize what is supposed to be pure and good, and you use it as a weapon because you're fucking cowards. You're fucking cowards. That's what you are. You cannot stand on your word because you don't have a word. You enjoy manipulation and deception, right? According to your text messages, you get off on it. Well, okay. We'll see how well that works for you in the future. So, I would then get arrested. Bailed out, went home, got with Matt Miller Novak. There was a lawsuit. Then I had a conversation with Mayor Pat Haley, who then replies to me one day because I was pissed off that this stuff is paid for by taxpayers. These people don't give a shit. They don't care. It's not their money. And Pat Haley confirmed that. Tony, it's easier to spend other people's money. I've posted that online, the text message of the mayor of Wilmington, Ohio. Yeah, of course. Same mayor who stated on the record that these clowns planned my arrest. Okay. And for doing what? Exposing their fuckery. That's all. That's the only reason. Because prior to this, these people probably would have never seen my face because I rarely ever came to Wilmington. I enjoyed going to Fields Erdel and doing my shopping and Blanchester, Kroger. I stayed to myself. I simply didn't hang in Wilmington. I had no reason to because I didn't live near it. So anyway, then there would come the confidential informant. Due to regulations, at this point in time, I'm not going to release names, but once I file this suit and I get everything on the record, bet your ass I'm going to be throwing the names out. Threaten me again, motherfucker. All I got to say about that. So then he tasked a felon, a confidential informant. Oh, Lord, who is this? I bet I know. Oh, Lord. Maybe I didn't know. Whoa. Oh, shit. Anyway, he tasked the confidential informant, which he then sends me a text afterward telling me that he tasked the confidential informant to pander pornography from a stolen camera that's been the topic of a federal investigation and a lawsuit. So he's dangling this camera as bait, but then he places one of his family members, one of their images, and forgive me, ma'am, I'm not even going to do that to you. Uses one of his family members, female family members, adult. I feel like I really need to make that clear, given the circumstances, as bait and revealing clothing. Then later states he was acting as a private citizen to test my character. Wait, so private citizens have access to confidential informants and city? No, sir. You're a dumbass. You're an idiot, and you're soon going to see that. I promise you. But then his buddy, self-proclaimed buddy, then whose brother was a partner at this law firm for the bank, Andrew P. George. Christy George then states on the record, well, I don't know if it's on the record, but in the presence of Helen Rowland, magistrate Helen Rowland, very controversial person when it comes to taking children, and Mr. John Judkins, I believe to be the next judge in Greenfield, Ohio, I believe, stated, I love the way he coined that. When I was told that, I loved it. She was stating for on the record that they were my name came up in a totally different matter for some reason, that I was this horrible person and that I shouldn't be around. Oh yes, I shouldn't be around Miss Trish's children. I was such a horrible person, and yada yada. And Mr. Judkins then states, if he's such a horrible person, why are you sending him fresh Facebook messages of cooking recipes and fishing trips? Well, that's a good question. She then goes on the record with these lawyers and then states, I was trying to coerce him into doing something so I could have him arrested. Really? The sister of the law partner, former law partner of HSR Law Firm, and the legal representation of First National Bank then states she wants to have me arrested. Interesting. Highly interesting. But it goes further. According to a valuable source, the confidential informant then threatens my life and my family. Okay. Well, none of this is going to go over well because, that's a commission of a felony. Let's just keep that on top. There's so many felonies that are that have been committed here, and I'm certain the city knows it, and the statute of limitations on that is well within that. So I'm marinating a little bit. I'm marinating because every day that goes by, things just get more interesting because now I have fucking lawyers as my witnesses, and it's just going to be dynamic. It's going to be fucking dynamic. So, as of recent, you got to hear this. I'm going to play this for you. I believe that I've played this for you on one maybe occasion, but this is lawyer Paul Revelson for First National Bank of Lebanon, Ohio, fucking lying to a judge. He not only lies, he then buckles down, disagrees with the judge, and then lies more. Stand by. Ready for this? Crank this volume up.
After Mr. Thomas has filed some complaints with the several agencies, including the OCC. The OCC is the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. That is First National Bank's federal examiners, regulators, because the bank is national. As far as I know, they're not pending. We responded, and there's been no follow-up from that agency. So, Your Honor, if I may, after my conversation with the Congressman's office, that they have gotten my information. I signed the release. What they're looking into their rule that if something has been heard in a court of law, that they will not even investigate it. But now, based off the facts that I've provided with a member of Congress, they've taken a great interest in this, and that rule should be changed because that is, again, asserting that every court and every bank in this country is acting in good faith, and I can assure you that is not the case here, Your Honor. And I can prove that beyond the upon himself. Okay, so the complaints in this file, as far as we know, have not been resolved at this date. Correct, Your Honor. Where they are. They're not resolved, to our understanding. So I think, well, I would disagree, Your Honor. I mean, to us, if there's no if there's no contact between us and that group, then to us, there's no further investigation. So I understand, but you don't have anything in writing per se. I don't believe so. No. They don't really operate like that.
But they do, Mr. Revelson. They do operate like that, sir. You got your name all over the fucking the OCC enforcement documents, sir. So they absolutely do. So then we have, as of recent, you heard the lie, right? You heard the lie. So I filed a subpoena. Okay, I filed a subpoena. And the response was, I mean, come on. I'm going to read a snippet of this. Again, it's all public record. You feel free to go and check that out. You're not going to believe this. I gotta blow it up because I'm going blind. This court should grant a protective order for privileged information. So any of you lawyers out there that I know listen have to get a good chuckle out of this one. Because this fucking lawyer has the audacity to now come to the same court he lied to then seek protection to cover his lies and make it privileged information. Interesting. Let's bypass the fact that you lied to the fucking court. Okay. Should this court not grant First National Bank's motion to quash subpoena in its entirety, Thomas' requests for privileged information between undersigned counsel, First National Bank, are not discoverable and should be withheld via protective order pursuant to Ohio Civil Rule 26C, 45C, and 45F. Thomas requests the following information in his subpoena. 27. Communications with attorney Paul Revelson regarding plaintiff, the foreclosure, OCC investigations, or statements made to the court in case number 2015-0028. All communications with Paul Revelson regarding the foreclosure, the motion to reopen the case, OCC investigation, statements made in litigation denying the bank was under investigation. Really? Yeah. So anyway, yes, ladies and gentlemen. So these listen, ladies and gentlemen, I bet you, I'm going to hope and pray the day that AI takes over our Judaism. I don't want judges. I want AI to decide every fucking, upload the facts, nothing but the facts. Let AI, or a jury, but let AI decide the fate. No dirty judges with emotion and with agendas and narratives and with friends and buddies that need it taken care of. Oh no, AI baby, and it's coming. It's coming. And you know what? These people, $300, $400, $500 an hour, they know it's coming. Hey, motherfucker, people in McDonald's were replaced by a kiosk. You're next. And fun fact, I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. I just don't. Because sadly, I believe there's more shitty lying attorneys than there are good ones. I believe that. I'm sorry. Anytime you hear the word manipulation and deception and you hear a little giggle behind that by a fucking lawyer, come on, man. And they get off on that shit. And I don't need to remind you of the federal arbitrator, his opinion on Mr. Scheidecker, who was, by the way, the city safety director during my false arrest. So that plan, just wait do you see the people getting deposed? Where do you see the people being called? Just wait. And here's the fun fact that these people should probably reach down and grab a hold of. I will not fucking settle with you. We're going to a jury, motherfuckers, and we're going to let the world decide your fate, because these things are criminal. You're going to be treated as a fucking criminal. That's my plan. You and your Corsa attorneys don't have enough money to listen. So when you get two people like myself and Mr. Petrie, I'm not going to mix him into my shit and vice versa. But when you get two people like us who don't give two fucks about these huge payouts like the mayor claims, listen, jackass, no, this is principle. So when you use criminal acts and you destroy a man's family, motherfucker, you better bet your fucking ass there's going to be some pushback. It may take me as long as it did this time, but listen. The dynamics, as I've always stated, ladies and gentlemen, the dynamics. Look at that. You're going to want to pay attention to the dynamics, because some of these jackasses, no, we got this covered. Oh yeah, I'm good buddies with DeWine and his nephew or what have you. He's in the Ohio Supreme Court. We got Joseph Caligiuri. Yeah, buddy, we got all these people. Motherfucker, listen. Dynamics. That's all I'm going to say. Dynamics. You see, there was threats involved. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Think that would affect where I file and where it's already been okayed for me to do so? Oh no. Oh no. The state of Ohio will not be protecting you, motherfuckers. So, forgive my language again. But when the shit that take a walk in my shoes and then think about these cowards, these little sniveling fucking cowards who have never been accountable for shit. Motherfucker, the weight of accountability, I have a feeling, is going to be like a ton of bricks from a legal standpoint. You see, thank God for AI. I love AI. I use it on a daily basis for all kinds for research. Research is amazing. It's quick. It's quick, and you can ask it definitive questions. You don't have to go through Google and go through all the, a million. No, you can be precise. And ChatGPT, Claude are my two favorites. And how I listen. I'm gonna just give an opinion. If I were you and you guys are, if people are going through legal matters, run the facts through ChatGPT, and then hey, it'll actually prepare a court document for you. Then you take that court document, you copy and paste it, and you go over to Claude, and you say, refine this, pick out any mistakes, find the mistakes, and then Claude will find the mistakes. Then you take it from there, copy and paste, go back to ChatGPT, and you say, correct or grade this. And then you do that 2 or 3 times, 4 times, then you come up with the perfect fucking document that is built by a machine that cannot be, a human being will not beat this. It will not beat this. And they know it. And then you're left with what? The rule of fucking law. That's why I love it. I will have you know that the judge, Stephen Woliver, in this last hit here, did not even address a single fucking matter of fact that I addressed here. Not a single one. He honed in on he's a pro se. He's not a lawyer. He's very passionate. These are grievances. No, Mr. Woliver, you bypassed several. By the way, can't wait to play your snippet in federal court. Criminal conduct took place, but my court's not the one. Beep. Okay. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. So, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I come here and it's fun. I vent. I'm documenting, and I'm just to keep it here. But what I've promised you historically, and what I'm promising you now is when this thing gets launched, it's going to make national news. Their faces are going to be fucking plastered all over the news, and the people of Clinton County are going to see the liars that they've been dealing with their entire life and been manipulated by and deceived by. And that's really sad because this is a nice little community. It really is. And what I thought was funny, myself and Mr. Petrie were up at the hearings at the Ohio Board of Conduct, disciplinary hearings for Judge John Tim Ruddick. Joseph Caligiuri, during the hearings, ladies and gentlemen, during the hearings, called me and Mr. Petrie into the fucking men's bathroom to discuss these matters. Then goes forward to even state, you're not recording me, are you? What if we were, Mr. Caligiuri? Nothing illegal about it. Perfectly legal. It certainly is. If it's one thing, anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there because there's somebody in that fucking organization throwing mad cover fire. I have a feeling they're going to be squeezed out. I think it's going to be like a pimple. I think it's going to be exposed. Yeah, so whomever that is up there at the Ohio Supreme Court level that's throwing cover fire for these dipshits down. Hey, reach down, grab a hold, stand by. Yeah, I think you're going to get exposed, my friend. I do. I really do. Yeah, I think this person is going to get exposed, and I think that circular firing squad is going to start depleting. People are going to start screaming, "Oh fuck! What can I do to not go to jail?" And how many times? How long has this person been throwing cover fire? And how long has this little mob of shitbags been working together? And how many fucking deaths have they covered? And listen, it's so anyway. Yeah, again, um, I've had threats. Yeah, don't make me hurt you. And people say, Tony, they're gonna kill. I don't give a fuck. Everything's documented right here. You want to make my family rich, motherfucker? Go ahead and do it. I don't give a shit. I know how I'm leaving this earth, if not by murder. I mean, I'd much rather go that way than the way. Listen. I'm not afraid. I don't give a shit because what's documented is what's documented, and it's not going anywhere. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Disrupt, demoralize, and exploit. Simplify and God bless.